The fighting went well, except it quickly went downhill, mostly because the Council of Evil has a bigger force than we have, and soon left all of the equestrian forces exhausted. You honestly think you could beat us? You haven't learned a lesson after last time, said Movic with a chuckle, as she had managed to get the upper hoof on Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy at the last second, which left them tied up. Any more wild cards left? Just one, I say, before something darted into the room and sent Movic flying into the wall. They see it land on the floor to reveal a little white bunny in armor wield 2 arm shields, as all the ponies say at once, "Angel?" Angel nodded and then tossed me a magic ruby crystal that I used to send the Council of Evil and all their forces flying out of Counterlot City at the last moment.
You think this is over, but it's not. Not by a long shot. We still have more than one wild card to play,
shouted Reek as they were all sent flying out of there and the sky returned to normal. Did that seal the portal? Asked Princess Celestia, who returned with more of the royal guards and some doctors in case any pony was hurt. I saw the magic blast. And is that Angel in armor? Yeah, I'll tell you that story later, but as for the portal, it's gone. But it was open long enough for their whole base to get through, I say, with a disappointed look. So the good news is they can't use the portal to bring any more forces through. The bad news, we're stuck with a group of professional villains now bent on taking over this world. Well, this is a regular thing in Equestria. Just the villains from a whole other world, said Princess Luna with a roll of her eyes. Rah! Came a familiar roar as every creature turned to see Kuro was still in her scary form and was growling at the doctors trying to get near her and Kuro. What is that? Demanded Princess Celestia before I remembered that she, like every pony else, has never seen what a Wyron actually looks like. That's Kuro. She retook her true form to save Starbeam, who is being beaten up by Rorak, said Applejack before turning to me. Jericho, you mind talking to her? Starbeam is only unconscious, but I think he needs serious medical attention. All right, Re-ra-sai, I say to Kuro, who blinked before returning to her cute form. Let the doctors put Starbeam on a stretcher and take him to the medical ward with her following close behind, as Princess Celestia and the others turned to me. Okay, I forgot to mention the one who is cutified by that spill can still return to their true form, but only under certain conditions. For Kuro, it was seeing that Starbeam needed help. Do you remember she's unquestionably loyal to him, right? That makes a lot of sense, said Princess Celestia before calming down. Yeah, and she was able to control her rage and save all of us, even if her only actual goal was to save my cousin, said Princess Twilight, before looking at the destroyed party stuff. Sorry, your birthday got ruined again. It wasn't so bad. I knew sooner or later those bozos would make their way to Equestria. I just didn't know when, I say with a shrug, before helping them all clean up. Later in the Royal Medical Wing, Starbeam woke up to find himself in bandages, as he said while turning to the doctor.
No, wait, what? Doc, what happened?
You collapsed during the fighting. You'll recover, but it'll take a while before all your bones are completely mended, said the doc to a sigh of relief. From what I was told, the one called Rorik did this to you, and how strong of punches you could have died if you took any more blows from him during the fight.
Oh, wait, if I collapsed during all that, then how am I still alive?
Asked Starbeam, who was now confused. I'll take it from here, Doctor, said Princess Twilight, who came into his view at that very moment, and Kuro was right at her side. It's all thanks to Kuro. She saved your life.
Oh, she did, but oh.
Said Starbeam before remembering hearing a roar and seeing her change back right before he collapsed.
She changed back, but how?
Jericho said that under certain conditions that spell can be broken, but the effects will be well beyond. She changed back to save you and was able to control her rage long enough to get Rorik away from you, said Princess Twilight, who turned to leave as she could see the two needed a moment. Oh, and once you're well enough, Jericho has an offer to give you two once you're all better. Once it was just the two of them, Starbeam said while patting a spot next to his belly.
Hey, sit down.
Kuro didn't hesitate and chose to sit down right where he requested.
I hear you were the one who saved my life. I guess we're kind of even.
Uka? Went Kuro, who was confused at that.
You seriously don't remember?
Asked Starbeam, and Kuro shook her head.
The day we met on the train, when I cast that spell, you fell right off the train after I cast it. I had to rescue you from falling to your doom. I mean, I don't think you still could fly right.
Kuro looked confused, but then went, oh.
Hey, I'm glad you saved me, Kuro. I'm really proud of you.
Ree-ra, Seagull, said Kuro, who was wagging her tail high in the air at that, as she suddenly wrapped and gave him a hug.
Hey, easy. Most of my ribs are broken,
said Starbeam, so Kuro eased up, but he returned the gesture with his left front leg, which was the only one that wasn't broken.
But I could use a way to actually understand what you're saying. Ouch.
Suddenly a book landed on his head titled Learning to Speak or Understand the Draconic Language for Dummies.
Haha, very funny.